If you missed class, we made 2 graphs for our blog for the climate page. This Excel spreadsheet is available on our webpage. If you go to the lectures link and go to the climate data for graphs link, it should open a spreadsheet that looks very similar to this one. We're going to graph a plot with 2 lines on it, actually 3 lines on it. The first is going to be for Denver, so I'm going to start with a temperature plot. So what I'm going to do is highlight the temperature line. I'm not going to grab the year, just January through December. And then I'm going to hold down my control key and grab the labels for those for the different months as well. And then to make a graph initially, you go to the Insert tab, and then we're going to make a line graph. And if you could just choose one that connects the dots. This one looks great. When this popped up, the Design tab automatically came on, or you can click on it now and click on a chart layout that will give you some titles that you can fill in. So I'm going to call this temperature, and I'm going to label the y-axis temperature in degrees Celsius, and the Celsius will just be a capital C in parentheses. So now I'm going to right click on the empty side of the graph and go down to Select Data, and we're going to click on Series 1 and edit the name of it. Let's call it Denver. Hit OK. And then we're going to add another series. We're going to add a line. You're going to pick 2 cities that are in your country, and those are in the spreadsheet somewhere. You'll have to scroll down to find your country. I'm going to do Russia, so I'm going to click Add, and I'm going to type in the name of the city. I'm going to type in Moscow, and I'm going to grab some series values by clicking on this red arrow and then highlighting the temperature just up till December, and then I'm going to hit on the red arrow again and hit OK. You could notice in the background there that that line popped up. So I'm going to add another city by clicking the Add button. I'm going to call it this, and I'm going to grab those values after I click that red arrow for temperature again through December. Click the red arrow, hit OK, and in the background you can see that pops up. If you don't like this axis in here, you can actually move it by selecting that rectangle and then going down to Format Axis, and inside you can tell it where to settle that axis if you have an extra cold country. So this is my temperature graph. Now what I'm going to do is copy it, and I'm going to open up Paintbrush, and I'm going to just hit paste. And if you have a bunch of white space down here, you can just crop your graph a little bit, and then we're going to save it as any type of picture file, and you can just stick that in a file on your computer. And then you can go and open WordPress.com, go to your climate page, edit it, and go to Add Media and go and find this file that you just selected and insert it into your climate page. So here I have my temperature data inserted for my country, which is the United States, and then go back and make a precipitation map the same way that we made the temperature map. You're going to put both of those graphs into your climate page, and then you're also going to search the web for a climate types map that you can snatch from somewhere and reference that. And then you're going to go through and answer those questions about climate types and seasonality that were in your first assignment. And this is due on Wednesday.